Hi, beautiful beings. I just felt called to tap into YouTube, specifically world. I don't know, I find it so exciting. Feels like a new unknown territory where I get to share more deeply my highest truth. So what's coming through now, where I feel like I can only share with whoever I'm going to connect with on YouTube, is like I'm noticing that there is so much like end of times, fear-based realities um, that are echoing. There's this like deep, deep fear of survival, I feel, for many, even those who are thriving. Just this like next level of unknown and uncertainty and confusion and a lot of grief coming up for who we thought we were, who we thought others were, what we thought life was. Just dreams that are, either changing or, yeah, there are many beings that are stepping into their like highest potential. I really feel that, and I feel glimpses of that for me as well. And along with that, it's like this death of like these old visions and dreams and perspectives. And I myself, there's like this voice within us that's like, I better know what reality is, right? I better like keep based with reality, in touch with reality, and like be grounded. And it could feel heavy and stressful and very, very fearful and even depressing. And what I would love to share is that I've been in and out of like what the collective perspective is and what people around me are experiencing. It kind of reminds me the beginning of 2 years ago vibe, another wave of that, like, huh? What? So what happens for me, and I'd just love to share my process and maybe it can ignite something in you, is that I feel this heaviness usually when I tap into the collective and communicate and like get aware of what's happening. And then I go into my own inner world and retrieval, and I use the alchemy of feeling, of like moving energy and sounding, and playing with my imagination and what thoughts feel good in my body. And then I could play with that vision of like embodying that vibration and making it true. And so there's a certain treasure that lies within us facing this like external collapse and unknown, is it's bringing us back to ourselves in a very, very, very deep way, and to the energy that creates all things. This pain is a step before us really playing with our capabilities and really playing with who we truly are at our core, because that's what the world needs and that's what the world is ready for and calling in. And in that state of you following your highest truth, speaking it, expressing it, sharing your journey, claiming that you are whole already, that you are the energy of creation, you are the energy of love, that energy, immediately you'll be able to see, hear, and feel evidence that you are supported. You are supported physically, financially, mentally, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, in every way. When we claim that knowing that we are whole, we are love, and we are the energy, part of the energy of creation of all that is in our unique way. When we honor our uniqueness along with the fears and shame and guilt, and we just express when our heart feels open, we just take that chance to be weird, to be awkward, to like, I always say awkward is the new orgasm, because awkward and a new energy of us embodying who we always were feels so awkward sometimes. And it's funny, right? Because awkward is like a bad thing. Like, oh, don't get awkward, don't get weird. But that's like how society saw deep states of present once upon a time. And now presence is becoming the new norm. At least around me, I see it. I see it even when I go to LA, to the city, and I see this shift in the consciousness, in the texture of the consciousness. The value system is shifting because it's a collapse, but just like a beautiful sacred pattern, like the flower of life or the torus, there's like this cycle, and as it repeats, it like creates this beautiful geometric design that births more life. Us too are moving through this geometric pattern, a geometric pattern where we're at this point together where we're birthing into the next layer of the design. And so just encouraging you, I feel like I say and so a lot, and so and so and so and so. And I might as well ignite my imperfections and play with it for a minute. So what I want to say is So anyway, I think I say that too anyway. Anyway, see, I can't help but be myself. It's great and sometimes it's horrible, but you know, they mix together and it just is. Like, that's the ultimate state of presence. So love, express yourself. You will never know how, when you express that thing that is most easy to you, most awkward, what ripple effect, that heart echo, your unique heart echo, what that does to your external reality, that vibrates into your external reality, that you know you are supported, that you know you are valued, that you know you are irreplaceable, that you know you are part of all that is always and are supported in all ways, that you are part of unconditional love. You are unconditionally loved, and you know that everything is a gift, and you trust in the divine timing and divine unfolding. When you claim those knowings, your external experience can't help but vibrate that back to you. And the key is you giving yourself that space to express yourself. You know, sometimes when people play an instrument in front of people for the first time, they're like, oh my God, this is my first time playing. At open mic, they play, and they're like, that's my first time playing. Was that okay? And it's like, what the fuck? You are a professional. Like, you never know how people are going to perceive you. And so just express yourself until you have nothing to fear. Until you've already faced all those fears and projections and things that are untrue. Of people judging you and you needing to be ashamed and you not being perfect. Live those, die those, grieve those, so you can shine as you are without all that bullshit. So I was in a loop of, like, I expanded, and it was like, okay, I better take the next steps to, I don't know, make this work or something. I don't know where that comes from. Anyway, and then I stopped expressing myself, and it became this whole heavy to-do list of all the times I like was figuring it out or holding back or thinking I'm imperfect. And it just like, it like stopped my body from moving. I couldn't find my heart. I couldn't find inspiration. And then in that deep surrender and death and letting go of all that is happening externally, the end of days, the end of my days, whatever, the end of the connection that I used to have with certain people or family, like, it's so different now. And just accepting that and then expressing yourself, that inner child, letting it color, let it play music, let it do something that just excites you. Like Bashar says, follow that highest excitement, trust that the universe supports you in your highest excitement. And that is the greatest gift you can gift your community, your family, the globe. And that is an unstoppable power. You are an unstoppable power. It's all happening so we can remember who we truly are, without validation, without worshiping anything outside us, letting that perception of a punishing God be vanished, because we already lived any possible version of that, and just becoming who we always were and who we always will be together. So express yourself. Express yourself. Anyway, I'm really excited about YouTube, and I think I can go over 10 minutes, but I'm really excited because I think in 24 hours I'm gonna get to do lives. They used to say that I needed, I don't know how many followers to be able to do a live from an iPhone, and now I just like pressed live and they're like, we'll let you know in 24 hours. So I'm so excited to hop on live on YouTube and meet more people around the globe and resonate and anchor in our soul and like share with you guys, because there's so much I'm so excited to share. And so, yeah, if this resonated with you, send a response somehow, subscribe, send a bell, like do a like kind of, it would be really nice, because then I would know I'm not talking to just a black hole on this weird screen. Anyway, sending you all so much love. Yeah, and in the lives, I'll say one more thing if it lets me post longer than 10 minutes. In the lives, we'll be diving in. My intention is to do a weekly dive into doing some theta healing together. And theta healing is going to a different brainwave state together. We're connected to Creator, and we get to play with the video game of life. And there's no better way than doing it live. I just love feeling the present energy that is there and speaking to who is actually present in that space-time. And it gets to be different. We get to play together. So I'm looking forward to getting to know you, getting to know all about you. When I'm with you, getting to know what you say. Anyway, it's gonna be okay. It already is okay. Voilà. Je t'aime.